Hi guys, you're welcome to another episode of Get Fit on Black Drum TV. I go by the name of Brain Mr. Hurricane, and I'm your host, your trainer for the day. Welcome back, guys. I'm still your boy Brain Mr. Hurricane, and you're still on Get Fit on Black Drum TV. Yeah, I'm going to take you through the reasons why you need to work out. Right? I know we have a low maintenance, a low workout culture in Nigeria, but then we need to work out because they say health is wealth, yeah? Workout is one of the ways you can get your fitness up there. You can work out at least 3 to 4 times a week and like 30 to 1 hour every day. We're taking a short break, and when I come back, I'll be here with a couple of my friends to take you on the routine of the day. All right, guys, you're welcome back. And I have here with me Debbie and D1, and we'll be doing the routine for the day. We're doing aerobics to get your heart moving and to help you shed weight. All right, this workout will help you lose weight if you need to. All right, let's go. Slow movements. Go. All right, first off, we're doing jumping jacks. We go up, close, open and close, open and close, open. All right, let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 more. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 more. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slow movements. Yeah. So this will get your heart moving, to get your heart beating fast. It's a very good cardio workout. All right, now we go with high knees. High knees. Let's go. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go. 5, 6, 7, and 8 more. Let's go. 1. Let's go. 2. Let's go. 3. Let's go. 4. Let's go. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slow movement. I'm sure you're enjoying this. By now, you've gotten your heart pumping, getting in the groove. Let's get it. Back to jumping jacks. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. Let's go. 1. Let's go. 2. Let's go. 3. Let's go. 4. Let's go. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slow movements. That's how you get your body working. That's how you get your heart pumping. You'll be sweating now. It's good for you. All right, back to high knees. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slow movements. All right, now we're going to high heels. High heels, you raise your heels high and let it touch the back of your glutes. All right, let's go. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 more. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slow movements. All right, guys, stay with me. We're going back to high heels. Just rest for a few seconds, and then we go back. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slow movements. All right. Now we're going to squats. This is good for your whole body, your legs, your heart, and all that. All right, what we'll do is go down and up, down and up, down and up, down. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, that's it. Slow movements. All right, now we're doing another variation of squats. So this is called jump squats. We squat and then you jump this way. So that's what we're doing next. You ready? Deb, you ready? All right. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 more. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, guys, that was an amazing aerobic section. And what that does for you is to keep you fit, helps you shed weight, and to keep your heart in a very good shape. All right, thank you very much, Debbie and D1, for joining me. And I'll be right back. All right, guys, so that was it on aerobics for the day. Throughout this week, I'll be taking you on aerobic sessions. So join me for the next time on another exploding session of aerobics. So that's what's up. You can follow us on Black Drum TV, official Black Drum TV on social media, and on YouTube at Black Drum TV. And you can follow my personal Instagram page at Fit with Brain. That's FITWITBRAIN, Fit with Brain on Instagram. I'll see you next time. Peace and love, guys.
For my life, I go chill.
This show showcases interesting and cultural African parties from around the world. Come closer and experience the music, fashion, and the food that makes every party special. Showing weekly on Black Drum TV. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. You can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Wow, a beautiful morning to you, and my name is Favor Aya. I like to be called Favorite. Welcome to Hello Africa. With me on the show is BC Belumi. How are you, DBC?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on the show. Wow. It's not like I see you have any choice, but yeah.
It was a beautiful workout.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, did everything.
Yeah, that was
all the muscles.
Yeah,
cardio.
We were not part of.
No, I was. I walked. Yeah, all my muscles are all loose. I mean, my bones, joints, they're all.
Anyways, one of these days we will happen to join Brain on the workout floor.
And then you catch me flex these muscles.
All our muscles, yeah. And then, of course, we'll tell how effective you are. All right.
Why did you have to look at me with that statement?
Of course. Okay, just in case you're joining us today on the show, and in case you have your comments or your thoughts towards the show, you can always drop it via the link in the description. Of course, this is Hello Africa, where we bring you entertainment stories, top stories cut across Africa and the world. Also, we have a sports update. We also have a guest who will join us shortly. And of course, we also have the Word Facts, which happens to be an educative segment for the show where we
in a fun way.
We formally explain certain things you never knew or probably never heard of. So kickstarting the show today, we'll just head straight to our top stories. And BC Pelumi would start off with...
Simply BC is fine. Just BC is fine. All right, so the first top story today says Buhari arrives in Saudi Arabia for investment summit. Interesting.
Interesting because I'm sure you have your reservations about this.
Can you just give us the details of the top story? Yeah, I'll leave my reservations out of this.
So the President, Major General Mohammed Buhari, on Monday arrived in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, where he will be attending the Future Investment Initiative Institute conference. The senior special advisor to the President on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, stated that the President arrived at 11:50 p.m. on Monday. Of course, the President was received by King Khalid International. Was received at King Khalid International Airport by the Deputy Governor of Riyadh, Prince Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Abdul Aziz. President Buhari, alongside other world leaders, will participate in the opening ceremony of the event on Tuesday, and the 3-day plenary sessions focused on the theme for the 5th edition of the summit, Invest in Humanity, Shehu said. Wow.
That's I like the theme, Invest in Humanity.
Okay.
It's interesting. Yeah, because that's the most reasonable investment any government can do for its country and for its people, is to invest in its citizens, because in turn the revenue generated would create, automatically bolster the economy of the country, create employment, solve and possibly even reduce crime in that. So it's like it solves a long chain of challenges. So yeah, I like it. I like the theme. That's what I said. I like the theme of the summit.
Let's move
on to the next the next top story. Police squeeze 6 over Vanguard reporter's disappearance. Wow. Okay.
So the police yesterday said fewer than 6 persons had been quizzed over the sudden disappearance of Vanguard's reporter Turdu Salim 13 days ago in Abuja. Well, I think 13 days ago is a long time compared to when the report is getting to the news. But
hey, the fact that the police are quizzing, I think I'd have preferred a different word than quiz, but hey.
Quiz, But then moving on to the story, he says this came as aggrieved Abuja-based journalists under the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Council of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, stormed the headquarters of the Nigerian police protesting perceived silence by security agencies over the journalist's disappearance. Of course, the protest helped them secure the presence of a certain police representative who in turn gave them a quite befitting response and said he sent out a couple of officers to carry out investigations on the last location where the journalist was seen before his disappearance. Of course, by the time they carried out their investigation, they were able to pinpoint 6 persons who are currently under interrogation as regards
his whereabouts. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so the next top story says bandits kill 17, injure scores in mosque, and abduct 18 in fresh Niger attacks. Again, this morning I was listening to the news, and was it this morning or last night? I can't really remember. Yeah, this morning or last night. It was politics today. The question kept coming up. Do you think? I think it was interviewing the Adamawa governor. Okay, so I was asking, should bandits be tagged terrorists? Because that's like an ongoing wave now in the media. Like, should bandits be tagged as terrorists, or should they not be tagged as terrorists? Right? And the Adamawa governor's response was that he doesn't have bandits in his own state, so he doesn't know what that's about.
Well, but then really disturbing news from this situation.
This is I mean, in their situation. It's terrible.
Yeah, because from the story gathered on this particular news, we're told a group of bandits who probably must have come as with respect to a inter-community clash that must have been going on. Yeah. Because the bandits arrived in tricycles. And, in tricycles, and we're told that, and motorcycles, and we're told that when they arrived the location where the mosque where the whole saga was carried out, they just unleashed fire on the mosque, and people who tried to escape from the mosque, some of them lost their lives, while they also went on ahead to take their further steps closer to the mosque, and also shot at the people who were inside the mosque as well, leaving the entire mosque with a pool of blood of dead bodies. And
so it's crazy. So these bandits, right?
Yeah.
They kill 17 people, injure scores of people, destroy properties, and abduct 18 extra people. And there's still an argument if we should tag them as terrorists. The
question is
these are terrorists.
Yeah, these are terrorists.
These are terrorists. Even if they might not be international terrorists, but they're like domestic terrorists. These guys are domestic terrorists. And also, I feel like at this point, we should no longer label all these
bandits
groups as Fulani headsmen, bandits, kidnappers. Look, all of them should be tagged. They're all terrorists. All of them, they're all terrorists. Let's know that the major thing we're dealing with is terrorist attacks, terrorist beliefs, terrorist movements. You get?
I agree with you.
All of this labeling is not. All right, so our next top story talks about 8 Nigerians bag UK awards for breaking glass ceilings. Okay.
Big congrats to them as well for these 8 persons. A big congratulations to them for doing so well. So the Nigerian News Association, the News Association Agency of Nigeria, rather,
NAN
reports that the award highlights of the outstanding performances of some Nigerians in diaspora who broke the odds to excel in foreign lands. Records show that approximately 114,000 Nigerians reside in the UK as of July this year. That's quite a
114.
Yeah, there's still very few.
There's still very few, and there's still a lot going to join them over there.
Yeah, we should be talking about 1 million or so.
Yeah, it's very, very soon. I mean, someone tweeted at some point that Nigerians are everywhere in the United Kingdom, and the person replied. Yeah, the person replied like, first to colonize, not the pain. They colonized us first. Hey, we're just doing the favor.
All right, well, that's it. Big congrats to these ones for doing us good.
Yeah, I think the beautiful thing of Nigerians in diaspora is when they go there, they do amazing things. Yeah, of course we have the negative side, but of course we have the positive. Focus on the positivity. All right, for the first half of our top story, the last story says hoodlums storm Ogun school, 2 teachers hospitalized, others flee. What is going on?
It's a very disturbing story. Indeed, we need to ask those kind of questions because now when you have crisis in a particular region and we are forced to question why these things are happening, one of the things that gets
I think there's just there's just one reason why this is happening: insecurity.
It's not just insecurity. I hope you understand what happened in this situation.
So please enlighten me.
The students were the ones who called terrorists or called
the hoodlums
on their teachers. Very, very unheard of thing. So the students called.
I'm pretty sure it's a government school. It's a public school, right?
You can't say that.
Oh,
but then, of course, students of Community High School, Ijon, I hope I'm good with the pronunciation, in Yewa North local government area of Ogun State, on Monday allegedly hired suspected hoodlums to attack and send their teachers away from school. Wow. Now you understand where I'm coming from. So the incident occurred barely 1 week after some students of the Unity High School, Kojola, Ibora, in the same local government also reportedly hired thugs to beat up their teachers. So one school learned from the other. Now that's the point.
It's crazy. If it's not quickly attended to, it's going to be a trend in that vicinity, in that
it's already a trend. I mean, one school already did, and then this
two schools is not a trend. I mean, when it gets to 3, 4, it's not a trend. It's like, oh, okay.
You want to wait till it gets to that point.
I'm saying because this will not be quickly attended to. Unless if you want to say we hope.
It's just looking back in time, where we're coming from. How could you call hoodlums on your teachers to beat them up? Where
did it go wrong? How did we get here? How did we get here? That's the question. How did we get here?
Well, their names were mentioned. Some of the teachers who were beaten up were mentioned. I don't want to get
Let's not
into
do that.
their
No,
names.
let's not get into their names.
Then, of course, sources reported that the students got hoodlums who came and specifically beat up with cutlasses and axes.
I also feel like
and beat up their teachers and infringed serious
injuries. Yeah, so some of them were hospitalized. It's crazy. 2 teachers were hospitalized.
2 teachers are really.
I feel like if they're going to carry out any investigation at all or take any action, the students responsible for hiring the hoodlums should be arrested.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They should be arrested.
These people are underage. There are certain ways.
They're juvenile homes now.
Yeah, but in Nigeria, we have so many, I think with the Gen Z situation going on, we can't really say who is capable of doing this and who is not. A lot of things are really going on, cybercrime and all of that.
I heard cybercrime is now like in secondary schools.
Secondary schools. So when you give the opportunity of arresting these children, you make it a thing. Nigerian police, you don't talk with them. Once you give them a small let's not start dealing with them harassing and picking up younger children over things that we're not so
no, but this fine physically and numerically on their age, they may come off as young children, but before you resort to take this decision and this action, before you think it up, plan it, hire hoodlums and then see it through, you are ready to face the consequences. You can't tell me that you can't play the I'm a child card again.
Oh well, I do hope the school is able to handle this situation and curb
as it
all this crime and look at the picture, the kind of hoodlums. Terrible. Okay, well, moving on, we'll take a short break, and when we get back, of course, we'll continue with our top stories.
We live in a confusing world and audiences need guardians on burning issues. Men of God give biblical interpretations to life's quandaries in every discussion. Grab a seat and let the Bible guide your thoughts. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Welcome back. Of course, it's Hello Africa, and my name is Favor Aya. I like to be called Favorite. With me on the show is Adebisi Pelumi.
Thank you very much, Favorite. You did a good job.
If you're just joining us, we're still dealing with our top stories. You can also be a part of our conversation via the link in the description and drop your comments. Of course, we'll treat as much. We're moving on with our top stories. This one says, German ISIS bride sentenced to 10 years in prison over death of Yazidi girl left to die in Sudan.
Yeah, so this happened in Germany, right?
Okay.
Was it in Germany? I believe. I think it was in Germany. And a woman found to be identified only as Jennifer W., guilty of crimes against humanity for enslavement, resulting in the death of another, as well as being a member of a foreign terrorist group. She was sentenced to 10 years in prison. All right. So her husband is in the Islamic extremist terrorist group ISIS, and he bought the mother and the daughter, right, as slaves, and did all manner of inhumane abuses, on the daughter and the mother, and it was crazy. At some point, now he's married to this woman, right? At some point, he would abuse the daughter with punches to the head, pushing her against the door. So the daughter would get traumatized and scared and would start bedwetting. And then he went further to get a dog leash, right? Tied it around the daughter's neck. Now, keep in mind, this daughter is underage, right? She's below.
Of course, going through all of this
exactly.
is really very.
So he would tie her on a leash, tie her outside under the sun. The wife at some point told him, "You can't keep doing this," but she really didn't do nothing. She didn't call the authorities. She didn't call the police. Fine, you might say she was scared for her life and all of that, but let's face it, you left the child out there to die. So
where's this husband in person? Is he also?
Yeah, he's been sentenced. He's been sentenced as well. Yeah, he's been sentenced as well. But like his wife is also sentenced. That's what they're saying. His wife is also sentenced. The trial lasted for 77 days, and Jennifer W had denied the charges, and her defense team now has a week to file for an appeal, but I don't think it's going to happen. Of course, the mother is devastated, saying no matter of sentence can bring the daughter back. So she just glad that justice was carried out, but it's too late.
Oh well. Sailing ship captures a narco sub.
Yeah, so a 3-masted sailing ship that was supposed to train naval cadets. I think it was just a bad day for the narcos cartel that was doing this. It was just a terrible day for them. So these guys were training naval cadets on basic seamanship, right? Okay. And they came across this LPV, that's a low-profile vessel, right, underwater. It was not really a submarine. It's more like an inverted boat with most of its deck and
decks and
just below the waterline. Okay. Right, so they came across it, they saw what was going on, and before we knew what was happening, cadets, naval officer, the ship had 36 permanent crew, that's 36 naval officers that are trained for this kind of thing. So it was obvious.
And it was a party time for them.
It was.
All right, defiant anti-coup protesters. Defiant anti-coup protesters return to Sudan streets.
You remember the story we did about pro-democracy protesters and pro-coup protesters. So they've had the coup, right? The military has dissolved the current government, and also the prime minister has been, taken to a secure location for his own safety, according to the coup leader who, in his first press conference. Okay. But some pro-democracy protesters have flooded the streets and are still calling for democracy, calling for the military to leave power to democratic politicians and all of that. Despite the forceful and violent replies from the military, right? They are still out there protesting and all of that. So the international community has asked that let me read this. The military leaders should refrain from unnecessary and disproportionate use of force, immediately free political leaders and others arbitrarily detained, and restore communications, because they blocked access to the internet and other telecommunication. But it's all good. I'm not going to say let's just hope. They would sort things out. I know the international community will come in at some point.
Ex-South Korean President Roh Tae-woo dies at 88.
Roh Tae-woo, former South Korean President Roh Tae-woo, who took part in a military coup, of course. Later won the election that was the country's first move towards democracy before he was imprisoned for corruption. He's died at the age of 88. Right, the Seoul National University Hospital said Roh died while being treated for an illness, and they gave no further details of the illness, gave no further details of the cause of death. Just he was being treated and is dead. We apologize, but may his soul rest in peace. And I did say shout out instead of my hearts and prayers out with the family as well.
All right. This one says Afghan baby girl sold for $500 by starving family.
I honestly don't have.
It's very, very.
It's so
unheard of. How do you sell a child for
a baby? Not even a child, a baby.
Yeah, a baby.
And he didn't even pay
hunger
outrightly. He paid $250 up front, waiting to pay another $250, just so as the baby's siblings and the parents can survive and eat. What's even annoying me the most is the reason why this person bought this baby. He bought this baby so that the baby, a girl, would marry his son. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's so annoying because these are the kind of actions and things that happened in Taliban-led Afghanistan that caused the international community to, step in the first place. And now you're not going back to that same thing. What is wrong with... It's not as if Taliban can attack Nigeria now. I mean, like, what is wrong with these Taliban? What is wrong with that? At this point, I just feel the international community should just lock up and just invade. Okay, they can't invade because of some... But something has to be done. If not, the situation is going to just deteriorate. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse because their currency is not worth anything. They would be. It's being devalued by the day. They'll be fine. All right. Well.
All right. Moving on, we will take a short break. When we get back, of course, we'll bring you entertainment update and gist.
Make no plans for movie night until you have watched our reviews and recommendations. No punches are pulled in, telling viewers what they need to dodge and what they will love. Fresh episodes updated as fast as new movie titles are released. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. Or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Where's my dad?
I want to get you out of real life.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
Welcome back. Yes, it's still Hello Africa, and that was it with our top stories. We're moving on to our entertainment update for today. I also have BC Pelumi in the studio. This is so much in a very composed state today. I'm forced to ask certain questions.
I feel like you get my name correctly once.
Yeah.
You know, you use all of your energy to pronounce Adebisi Pelumi, and then immediately after that you've lost it. You switch back to BC Pelumi.
Oh well, that's because
like you can't keep it for long.
Yeah, the emphasis is not on it. All right, so moving on to our entertainment gist, which is packed for today. Socialite Cubana Chiefpriest calls out reality TV star Maria for allegedly threatening her husband or threatening her married lover's wife.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so the news has been buzzing on the internet recently over alleged Maria threatening someone's wife, threatening
someone else's lover's wife,
someone else's wife, and I was forced to ask certain
not someone else's, her lover, her man.
Well,
she's the side chick.
Yes,
and so she's threatening the official wife.
But then that's not what it is, because the husband also came on the internet to respond to all the saga and news, saying that he left his wife after a couple of years back, and he has nothing. Is
that an official divorce document to prove that statement?
Yeah, but no, I'm not sure.
Then that
We're
means
still looking into the story.
That means both of them are just having a fallout.
They're just having their thing.
Yeah, the thing, yeah.
All right, no man is bankrolling me. I've worked from the age of 16, reality TV star Maria. Okay. That explains
Wasn't she the one who had a threesome? Who said she had a threesome in the house at some point?
Really?
It was Maria. I remember. Maria was the beautiful lady that said our goal is to cause every guy in the house to fall in love with her.
And she said she had a threesome.
No, it was during a truth or dare game, and she, we covered this news now in our BB Niger update.
I thought you said she had it in the house. I was going to ask.
No, not in the house. Excuse me. No, not in the house. She said she's had a threesome.
Because I will go back to the.
I know you would, because she said she confessed to having a threesome. So if she's saying that, and then you're coming around to say no man is bankrolling me, I've worked from the age of 16.
We see how 16.
We see how 16.
All right, so why side chicks? Today seems to be about side chicks.
I think
today.
so.
Yeah.
I think the trend was, sex tapes with side chicks, then sex tapes with non-side chicks, then side chicks and official wives.
Okay, why side chicks deserves the best treatment from married men, actress Esther. I really don't want to even talk about this.
Come on, tell us the gist.
It's a very, very funny thing.
Tell us the gist.
You don't take to your IG page and say all manner of stuff about.
I don't think people realize that once you put things up on social media, it's out there. I think they still try to walk around that.
For me, I just feel these are things we shouldn't even look into. People don't. Are you?
It's fine. It's fine.
Are you saying people should have? Okay.
even if you say it or not, people will still have it. But let's just move on.
But then don't drag your dirtiness online or something. Yeah.
Dirtiness.
All right, next up. It's called post-BBN syndrome. Thank God nobody can reach Mr. Jones. Ladies, secure your men.
Well, that's the story of...
That's the story why I told my husband to choose between me and IG, reality TV star Katrina. Oh, wow. Wow. Interesting.
Okay.
Thank God nobody... I'm just going to read what she wrote. It's called post-BBN syndrome. Thank God nobody can reach Mr. Jones. Ladies, secure your men. Oh, street done red. My heart goes out to married women whose husbands are on social media showing off wealth without having an online venture. Mr. Jones once asked me to register him on Instagram. I immediately asked him to choose between the social media or me. He chose me.
Smart.
Oh, one time, good. I give it to her this time around. I give it to her. But then, of course, that's not the defining factor of love. Whether he's on social media or not.
You seem to know a lot about love.
Well, I'm old.
Please.
This one says the price for everything in Nigeria is increasing except salaries.
No lies there.
I agree with you.
No lies there.
I agree with you.
Like everything is increasing in stature, in size, and salary is just being dwarfed. Like, guy, increase.
I like something about today. Your comportment, the way you usually the attack you would give to this kind of story is that's it for me. But today you're in so much.
I'm using a different personality.
Let me just read what she posted. She said the price of small gas cylinder is now 8,500. It was 4,500 in July. Come on, Niger, which way? This is getting ridiculous. Everything's increasing except salaries. Hope. How are people supposed to survive? Well, we will. We'll find a way.
But Nigerians were rugged. All right, moving on. This one says, some people will be happy when I am no more. Singer Tiwa Savage. This is coming just days after, will I say days or weeks after a leaked sex tape and, a leaked intimate tape, pardon my French. A leaked intimate tape, and she took to her Instagram story on Monday to state that she was sad at the passing of her dad and friend Obama, DFW, also known as 44, who was also Davido's aide. She said, I was sad at the passing of my dad and 44, but at least they are no longer in this cruel place. Some people will be happy when I am no more. And a lot of people are starting to think that, what does this mean coming from her at a time like this, seeing as how, all I just want to say is please do not think about suicide. Do not. It's just a tape.
Let's be sure your mental health.
It's just a tape. Don't worry. And some of us won't be happy if you are no more.
Now you're
fans.
Okay. I can see you're now. Because some days ago we were talking about this, and this wasn't exactly the kind of response you were.
It wasn't. Listen, that I like you or that I am a fan of your work does not mean I will approve of the stupid things you do.
Well,
or of the mistakes you make.
No, you can go ahead and say what you
exactly. So I have nothing against Tiwa Savage. I mean, I love her music. I love her person. She messed up at some points, but hey, she's still a human being. All right, this other one says Tiwa released it on her own because she wants to stay relevant. Singer Speed Darlington. While Nigerians seem to be moving away from the whole tape saga and all of that, Speed Darlington took to his own Instagram and said that she did that because she wants to stay relevant. Hey, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So that's just that for that gist. Aha, this one should catch Favorite's attention.
Of course it did.
Burna Boy declares he might never get married.
Sadly.
So he's made a statement concerning his stand on getting married. The African giant at some point said he's in a loop now because he used to make the statements to upset his mom, right? To upset his mom, but now he doesn't know if he wants to actually go on upsetting his mom or he actually just doesn't want to get married. I can understand where he's coming from.
Okay, Burna Boy declares he might never.
This next one says, why you must ignore motivational speaker Taylor Tolu. She took to her Instagram story, and let me just read out what she said. She said, even Jeff Bezos gets his 68 hours of sleep every night. What matters is what you get to do during the day. If you like, sleep 3 hours every night. That will still make you a billionaire. Your health is very important.
Yeah.
Depriving yourself of adequate night rest. Are you listening?
Yeah, I can.
You're listening to this part.
I can hear you clearly.
Should I take it again? Depriving yourself of adequate night rest will eventually have its toll on you, and all you have labored for would be enjoyed by someone else.
Okay.
Listen to this part, favorite. Adequate sleep is very, very essential, guys. Ignore all these motivational speakers that don't practice what they preach. Bull, S hashtag sign, percentage sign, and a bunch of other signs, but you get the gist. So yeah, I agree with her, man. You just have to put your health first. You know, most of these billionaires that keep coming up, and people keep saying they sleep for just 4 hours a day, they do this.
It's up to them.
I don't believe that, man.
Okay. This one says, what I do whenever I find out my man is cheating. Singer K. Michelle.
First thing that popped to my mind is, how many times have guys cheated on you? And if you look like this and guys are cheating on you, then okay. So she went on our Twitter, and this is what she tweeted: if a man cheat on me, and I know you bet your boot that I'm going to hoe him out. Hoe him out. I've always been like that. I might stay for a minute, but I'll give you hell in that moment. I've never forgiven a cheater, ever. I'm a completely different woman after that. I just deal until I heal. I understand the assignment. Okay, ma.
Okay.
No problem.
Indeed.
Very interesting.
All right, that's it with our entertainment news. We'll take a break, and when we get back, I'll leave you with our DBC for the sports update.
Aren't you tired of playing different types of games that require in-app purchases? Here's something that might bring a smile to your game face. Introducing Smart Money Live Trivia Show on TV. You play against others to win cool cash prizes weekly. Participation is simple. Follow and interact with Black Drum TV on its social media handles. Join the live show daily on TV 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. Post all correct answers on Black Drum TV IG page. Fastest fingers always have an advantage. That's it. You're on your way to being selected to play for massive cash in our live studio face-off. Tell your friends to tell their friends of the new trivia show that gives cash rewards. Enquiries and sponsorships, contact marketing 0808-1105-907 or marketing@blackdrum.tv.
TV brings to you a show to educate homeowners and prospective buyers on the treacherous terrain of real estate. New deals and opportunities are highlighted on every show. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. Welcome to the world of fast cars, Rolexes, champagne, and beautiful people inside the most upscale party scenes across Africa. Think you know luxury? Think again. Fresh episodes drop every week. Mark your calendar because you wouldn't want to miss this one. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. You can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. This show showcases interesting and cultural African parties from around the world. Come closer and experience the music, fashion, and the food that makes every party special. Showing weekly on Black Drum TV. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. You can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Welcome back to Hello Africa. It's time to take you up on our sports updates. If you're just joining us, we've just concluded our top stories and our entertainment news and our entertainment gist. But not to worry, we have a very interesting topic to discuss with our very interesting guest, and the word fact is still coming back up. So let's go straight to our sports update. So the first story of the sport update is in the world of boxing. Tyson Fury's wife reveals retirement plans for world heavyweight champion. Tyson Fury's wife, Paris, has revealed when she believes her husband will hang up his gloves and retire from boxing. The current WC heavyweight champion took to his superstar status to a new level with a sensational 11th-round stoppage of Deontay Wilder in Las Vegas earlier this month. But if Paris is to be believed, his rivals will need to hurry up as he only has 2 or 3 years left in the sport. Speaking to Talk Sports, she said he's 33 now. I think maybe he's on until he's 35. I know Waldemir and other men have gone on to being like 40, but do you keep going until you lose? I don't know. I wouldn't like to see that for Tyson. I wouldn't like him to keep going, and there's always going to be someone come up who's younger and fresher if you are over the hill too far gone. I just think maybe another 2 or 3 years and then Tyson should definitely hang up his gloves. Protest for Kyrie Irving turns ugly as supporters storm Nets Barclays Center entrance on over vaccine mandate. Kyrie Irving was neither seen nor heard at the Brooklyn Nets home opener on Sunday, but the effects of his decision to refuse to get vaccinated were on full display. Ahead of the game, a large group of vaccine mandate protesters appeared outside the Barclays Center, demanding Irving be allowed to play NBA games again. Even though he is barred from only Nets home games due to the New York protocols, the Nets have announced Irving will not play until the situation is resolved. Wearing shirts reading slogans such as "Stand with Kyrie" and chanting "Let Kyrie play," the crowd soon turned aggressive and stormed past the barricades outside the arena. Protesters just broke through barricades to Barclays Center. Barricades thrown and security rushed to close the door, and people chanted "I'm with Kyrie." Rangers legendary manager Walter Smith dies at 73. In 2 spells as Rangers manager, Smith led the club to 10 top flight titles, 5 Scottish Cups and 6 League Cups, as well as the UEFA Cup final in 2008. He remains the club's second most successful manager after Bill Struth. Smith had 4 years in charge of Everton and 2 with Scotland before being enticed back to Glasgow club. His death comes in the same year Rangers won their first Scottish Premiership title since Smith's final season in charge in 2011. Icardi, I wonder, reach peace. I have nothing if I don't have him. Mauro Icardi's alleged affair with China Suarez love has won as the Paris Saint-Germain forward and wife Wanda Nara have agreed peace. Wanda confirmed on her Instagram account that the two have decided to give their relationship another chance, having agreed to divorce. The photos have been uploading in recent months showed how happy we are, Wanda wrote alongside a photo of her and Icardi about to kiss. I was very hurt by what happened. Even every day I asked Mauro for a divorce. When he realized there was no going back, he told me that we couldn't continue like this, that if separating was the only way to end the pain, then we could do it. We went to our lawyer and Mauro accepted all the conditions and we signed the agreement. Amju picnic hits on Igalo's Super Eagles return. There is the possibility of Al-Shabaab of Saudi Arabia forward Odion Igalo to come out of retirement to lace boots for the Super Eagles once more. Igalo, who retired from the Nigerian senior national football team after helping the Super Eagles to a 3rd place finish at the 2019 AFCON in Egypt, has had useful discussions with Nigerian Football Federation President Amaju Melvin Pinnick. Now chances are he's likely to return to play in Nigeria's last 2 2022 AFCON qualifying matches before the final knockout phase, despite having the likes of Victor Osimhen, Kelechi Iheanacho, Paul Owanuchu, Taiwo Awoniyi, Terry Murphy, and a lot of other quality players options before head coach Gernot Rohi. And that's a wrap on our sports story. Favorite to be joining us as we have a wonderful interview with a very interesting guest on a very interesting topic. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
How much do you know about Africa? Scratch that. Can you go head-to-head with other viewers and answer general questions correctly? Smart Money Live Trivia is aimed at enterprising audiences who gets rewarded while enhancing knowledge and sharpening decision-making skills. The daily game is open to all players on Black Drum TV social media handles. Fresh episodes are broadcasted from Monday to Friday on StarTimes channel 194. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. You can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. Get the scoop on the latest trend in the auto industry. Every show brings our viewers the opportunity to cash in on flash sales from car dealers. View thousands of cars with stunning visuals and detailed information in order to make that big decision about your next automobile. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. Black Drum Sessions video series showcases African indigenous musicians performing live in our studios. Come take a trip around Africa through authentic and indigenous voices. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
My name is Edauto.
My name is Anne.
Akilabi.
Kayefi Osha.
Adering Sola.
My name is Fine Art, and you are watching.
And you are watching.
Simi J, you're watching Black Drum Session.
Destinations is a Black Drum TV franchise that showcases all beautiful tourist locations across Africa. A group of tourists, a local guide, and cameras give you a front row seat to soak in the beauty of Africa. Showing weekly on Black Drum TV. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Welcome back to the show. It's still Hello Africa, brought to you by Black Drum TV from the city of Lagos. My name is Adebisi Pelumi, simply BC, and of course, I have with me Favor Aya, who likes to be called Favorite.
Yeah, back on the show. It was a good sport update from
thank you very much.
you, by the way.
All right, so we're having a very interesting topic today, one that has to...
Something very new.
Yeah, it's very new, and if you've been following the news recently, you would understand that, it's been in the talks for a while, and most of us do not understand this, because right now Nigeria launches e-naira, says will contribute $29 billion to the GDP in 10 years, right? And a lot of questions have been popping up in people's minds, that how is this going to happen?
How possible is it?
How possible? Yeah. How realistic is this? And what does the e-naira mean? What exactly is the e-naira? And to help us understand this is our guest who will be joining us. His name is Jonah Solomon. He's a PR executive, a journalist, and he's also a writer. He'll be joining us on our Zoom network platform, and we'll be having him answer a lot of the questions that you all have in your minds about the e-naira. All right. So before our guest comes up, before Mr. Jonah comes up, let me just quickly read the first. We'll just read the 4 facts about the e-naira. So I'll take the first 2, and will help us with the second 2. So the first one says the e-naira is not a cryptocurrency. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of people are curious to know if the e-naira is the same as a Bitcoin or Ethereum or in any other crypto assets. The answer is emphatic no. According to a circular issued by the CBN, that's the Central Bank of Nigeria, after the launch of the currency on Monday, the e-naira is the digital form of the fiat currency naira issued by the CBN in line with Section 19 of the CBN Act. It is a direct liability of the CBN, a legal tender, and will form part of the currency in circulation. Okay. It will be at par with the physical naira, that is 1:1. Unlike the typical cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, the e-naira is centralized with the backing of the authorities, which is the CBN. So it is just another legal tender. While blockchain is the underlying technology behind the e-naira is not decentralized and cannot be privately controlled like Bitcoin. It also means, unlike the crypto, you cannot trade on the e-naira as an asset class. A lot of questions are popping up. I
haven't
read this. But I hope our guests will be able to join us as soon as possible. All right. The second fact says the e-naira will not lead to oversupply of naira and cause inflation.
Inflation, yeah, of course. I had that question.
Nigeria's inflation rate is at a worrisome 17.59% high, although it has been declining for the past 3 months. So many people are genuinely concerned about the additional money supply through digital currency. However, the e-naira will not cause any price hike as it does not translate into an extra money supply. So what does this translate as? At every point in time, the CBN has a particular amount of naira, of course, that they want to be in circulation. Out of the total money in circulation, there's a quota allotted to coins and notes. So the e-naira only gets an allotment from these cash components. So in essence, the e-naira is instead
of
leading to an additional money supply would lead to decrease in the amount of cash in circulation.
Okay, well,
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think either way is the idea of establishing the e-naira would mean that it will be able to relatively help both the masses.
I think it's just to help the cashless policy thing that the CBN is trying to
I think beyond that there is more it could do. I don't know how it will generate $29 billion in the space of 10 years. I want to find out. That's one of the things I really want.
That's like generating an average of $2 billion annually.
Yeah, that's where I'm really more concerned. Anyway, before continuing to read, I don't know if our guest is available to hear us now. Hello. Okay, while we're still trying to sort that out, I'm going to read through other facts you should know about the e-naira. The e-naira would reduce cost of remittance. So the CBN, the Central Bank of Nigeria, has constantly touted the ability of the e-naira to facilitate cheaper remittances. One of the major sources of foreign exchange for Nigeria is remittances. So many wondered if using e-naira for remittance will not lead to FX shortage. Of course, I have that question too. But there's no cause for alarm. The e-naira only comes into remittances as an option for the payment of remittance fees. According to the CBN, the e-naira will make remittance charges cheaper by 8%. Okay, good. That one's good. The e-naira will not be insured.
This is where it gets tricky.
Yeah, so what happens if hackers break into the e-naira tech and steal users' money? Exactly. How much security can we bank on with the e-naira, and how vulnerable is it to the cybercrime?
Oh, it's very vulnerable. If Bitcoin in all its blockchain and all its technology is still vulnerable to top-level hackers.
How much security can we place on this? But then let me just read through. Of course, unfortunately, the e-naira is not insured by Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, NDIC, as is with your naira with the deposit money banks. Still, there is no cause for alarm since the e-naira is directly under the CBN. It is still the only institution empowered by law to print the naira. So, God forbid anything happens. Wow.
To the go on.
God forbid anything happens to the money in your e-naira wallet. The CBN will simply replace it. Oh,
I kind of like that.
Okay, that's interesting. I thought I wasn't going to see that part, but for a moment I was like, what?
No, the question is, how realistic is that? How often do we get? If the NDIC, the Nigeria National Deposit Insurance Corporation, is not going to insure the e-naira, how realistic is it that for the CBN to replace stolen e-naira from people's wallets?
Well, all of this is what we're about to find out if we pull through with our guests who should be able to give us proper. I wish I knew a lot about this already, because it's something that is really very it has a very I don't know, it gives you...
What's the word you're looking for?
I'm trying to get the word. It makes you really very inquisitive about what it is.
Because, I mean, what's the point of creating a digital form of an already devalued currency if the digital form is not actually a cryptocurrency?
Do you understand? That's what I'm forced to.
Hello, Mr. Jera, are you with us? Hello?
Can you hear us, sir? Okay, we'll return to our questions. We'll just take a break, and once we get back, of course, we'll return to our topic, and of course, we hope our guests will be on standby for us by then.
Make no plans for movie night until you have watched our reviews and recommendations. No punches are pulled in, telling viewers what they need to dodge and what they will love. Fresh episodes updated as fast as new movie titles are released. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808 11.
Welcome back to the show. It's Hello Africa, and we're talking about the digital currency, the e-naira that the government has just launched to help further the policy of cashless, the cashless policy in Nigeria. We were supposed to have our guest on the show via Zoom, but unfortunately, we've not been able to contact our guests. We're not able to establish contact with our guests. So we'll just conclude our topic.
It's a very vital topic.
Yes, very vital.
Really just say.
So what we're going to do is we'll have another physical interview. With one of our analysts. Physical interview or have him record a session telling us more about the e-naira. The e-naira, and we'll bring all those questions and their responses to you, our viewers, as soon as possible. So without further ado, let's go to our word facts.
All right. So our first word fact for today, I do hope you have a jotter and a pen somewhere close, because today seems really educative. Nigeria is home to 7% of the total languages spoken on earth. Taraba State alone has more languages than 30 African countries. Wow.
Wow. I know someone from Taraba State. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, so this one says, in Nigeria, married men aren't expected to eat at restaurants.
I don't understand.
Wait, what?
Since when?
When did this happen? I don't get
and how?
What is this?
Why?
Please.
All right, moving on. This one says, in Nigeria, the meat is the last thing in the plate that should be eaten.
Why are we coming after Africa and the country? Why are we coming after Africa and Nigeria? What is happening?
What's going on?
Well, from the first time I was introduced to this law, I never obeyed it.
No, let me
I never obeyed this law.
Let me make my own point. You can't buy amala with like 9 meters side.
And you want to
And
wait.
you say you are waiting to the
But
end.
it's,
How?
you know, by the time you are taking the amala, you need something with protein
Every love comes with
you must
then
choose something.
You don't eat native soup from Port Harcourt with all the serere, and you are telling me you want to wait
Serere.
to the end of the journey. What is that? What's happening around here?
Alright, so this one says Nigeria exports crude oil and imports refined oil, exports cocoa and imports chocolate. And this is just going us to show how intelligent we are in our country. How nice. If you want to talk to us directly, stop to the corners.
Wow, okay. I remember I told you earlier to have a pen and a jotter. I hope you're jotting things down.
Yeah.
Some women can see millions more colors, than the rest of us.
Naturally, women see more colors than men in my own books, if you ask me. Because all I see is red, blue, yellow, green, that's all.
Well,
white and black. I see white and black. Any other thing that comes in between those colors, like indigo, violet. What's the other thing they used to call? What's the other thing? Teal and turquoise blue, sky blue, ocean blue, deep blue, navy blue. It's just blue. Okay.
Red, all of that.
Burgundy, whatever. What is burgundy? What is that?
Well, women are color freak and they are stylish.
Not color freak, color sensitive.
Color sensitive, yeah.
All right. So this one says women are more likely to trust someone after a hug for at least 20 seconds. Oh.
They're very emotional beings, so it's understood.
I would like to take this to the test.
Don't take advantage of that.
Women are more why would you come up? I do not encourage, or rather I do not approve of you coming at me like that, saying I will be taking advantage of women. I do not take advantage of women.
I didn't say
Thank you.
I just said do not.
I will not. I just want to test this fact out to see if it's true that women are more likely to trust me after a hug for at least 20 seconds.
All right.
Question is, who's going to count the seconds?
A study says that the amount you snore during pregnancy results to the size of your baby. Oh wow.
What if you're having twins?
Sound.
Or triplets?
Okay, that explains where I used to hear all this sound from way back. Yeah.
Being too rich and good looking can actually hurt a man. Then again, marriage may be a bad deal for handsome guys.
I agree.
How so?
I agree. Because it feels like you're a dangerous person. I don't know why, especially in this part of the world. I don't
understand what you're saying right now.
Sometimes once you look good, there's a stigma attached to it that makes it look like it's a crime. It looks like you have multiple. First of all, the first thing that a lot of times you hear ladies say, he has lots of women around him. Lots of time they do not understand your courtesies. They do not understand you also have your own discipline. You have things you make. It's often easier for people to just look at you and say, oh, look at BC. BC is he likes to come in as a simple fine guy, so he will have lots of ladies in his circle.
Wow.
Those are the kind of things that I get most of the time too. That's why I'm a handsome guy. Come on.
I know. But nobody tells us any of these things. Why?
You can't say that. Well, nobody will tell you. They just go on to say it.
All right, so the lifestyle of a man largely depends on IQ. Okay.
Well, their emotions come in last.
It's fine.
Other than women.
I think what they're trying to say is men are more logical.
They're more logical
than women, yeah.
A man spends about 43 minutes a day looking at 10 different women. You can't say 10. I can't say 10 for BC. No, 10. What's 10? 43 minutes, 43 women. Exactly. A day. This amounts to 259 hours, or almost 11 days each year.
So 11 days of just looking at women. And no action. That's terrible.
It's too
terrible.
Too small, right?
It's too unrealistic. It's too unproductive. It's just it's not something I would want to participate in at all.
I think I like the fact that you're on glasses today. it's keeping you in your circle, in your zone. All right. Well, that's it for today. That was our last word fact. Indeed, a great one.
Okay. I think I just get a report that our guest is online now. Hello, Mr. Jonah.
Hello, can you hear us, sir? Hello, sir. Well, this issue of the e-naira happens to be...
Oh, okay, Mr. Gerald. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us on the show, sir. All right, so thank you for joining us on the show. Our topic that we would like to discuss today is the launch of the e-naira. As CBN says, it will contribute $29 billion to the GDP in 10 years. Yes, so thank you for joining us. Our first question is, in the article we read, the e-naira is not going to be traded as an asset, that is, as any of the cryptocurrency assets, as it is not a cryptocurrency. So what exactly is this e-naira?
Yeah. All right, sir.
The naira cash. So, and it is valued as 1:1, meaning 1 naira is equal to 1 e-naira. So it's not a cryptocurrency. In that the CBN is the one in charge. So it's a centralized currency and is regulated by the CBN. So unlike a cryptocurrency where you have it's a private form of currency, and it's now traded as an asset. It's decentralized. It means no singular person can control it. It's not under the control of the authorities. The e-naira is directly under the control of the Central Bank of Nigeria or any other country. It's called Central Bank Digital Currency, CBDC. That's the way it is known in the industry. So it runs in with the same technology. The underlying technology behind the e-naira is blockchain.
Okay.
But, that's about the similarity. Apart from that, beyond that, it's totally different from your regular Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other crypto asset.
Oh, wow.
Okay, sir. Can I just ask a follow-up question as to your response? You said it's a central bank digital currency, CBDC. So are you saying other central banks in other countries have equivalent digital currency of their fiat currencies?
Okay, so the Central Bank of Nigeria is the first in Africa to launch one.
Okay.
I understand that Ghana is planning to launch one as well. So each country will decide if they want to have a digital currency, and they will now create modalities for doing so. But how it will be used.
But are there other countries that Hello, can you hear us, sir?
Hello, can you hear us? Well, I can hear you. Well, I am not sure now, but in Africa, Nigeria happens to be the first. I don't know of any other country outside of Africa.
Oh, okay, sir.
Oh, okay.
All right, so the second question says, according to this article as well about the e-naira, the e-naira will not be insured, stating that the NDIC won't insure the e-naira, but rather if it gets stolen or if hackers should hack your e-wallet and you remove your e-naira, CBN will replace it. How realistic is that, and what are the guidelines surrounding that replacement?
Okay, so because the blockchain is secure, right? Because the e-naira runs in the blockchain, it is generally believed to be secure, right? But also, as everything online is also prone to security threats. So if anything happens to your e-naira, the CBN is the one directly in charge. So it's not like your commercial bank. Your naira in any of the commercial banks in Nigeria, the deposit money banks, the microfinance banks, they are insured by the NDIC, that is the Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation. Now, your money in your e-naira wallet is not insured by the money on under the control of the commercial banks.
Okay.
So,
yes, sir.
And since CBN is the only institution allowed by law to print the naira and to create the naira, then it's the e-naira, and the e-naira is under their purview.
Yes.
It means that they create and they secure the e-naira. So if anything happens to the e-naira, it's the CBN that will replace it. If they create and they withdraw,
that'll be
so
responsible.
the e-naira is their property. So they simply print another one. If
we're losing you, sir. Can you hear us?
Hope that makes sense.
Can you please take the last bit again?
The last bit of what you said, please.
Hello?
The last bit of what you said.
Oh,
we lost him there. Really sorry. I think we're still going to give it another try. Let's hope he'll be able to come back and give us more detailed description.
wow. So the Central Bank of Nigeria is going to be
responsible
for the.
That's a very interesting.
That was a very
statement,
yeah, because in my mind I'm like, okay, so if I get people to hack my e-wallet and move my
you see how you always think.
No, think about it. If I get people to hack my e-wallet and move my e-naira out to different other e-wallets, and I make the reports to my bank and to central bank saying, look, my e-wallet, my account got hacked. Automatically, according to what he's saying, it means that I will be recredited.
I'm actually thinking of gathering a whole lot of money from people and just helping them put it in my e-currency, because if that's what it is.
Are you seeing where you are taking yours to?
No, I'm just explaining why I feel like this
I had like 2 or 3 other questions I really wanted to ask, because if it can't be treated as a cryptocurrency asset, if it's just the equivalent of the naira, what are the investment opportunities in this e-naira? GDP of gross of $29 billion in 10 years, and what does this mean to the average Nigerian? How is this beneficial?
How do they get an average person to understand this and be able
to get involved?
Involved with it. Although the way the cryptocurrency is breaking into
it's
the
not
market,
a cryptocurrency though.
No, I'm saying
for the crypto,
yes. How other blockchains and all of that are working, things are moving really fast. But I'm saying even when we are moving like that, there is a whole lot it takes.
Yeah, there's a whole lot.
Introducing the e-currency, which happens to be quite a bit different from this, just means.
Okay, I think we have Mr. Jonah back. Hello, sir.
Odogu.
Oh,
hello, sir.
Odogu. Are you there, sir? Can you hear us?
Are you there, sir? Okay, so well, unfortunately, the network is taking a toll on this interesting interview, but not to worry, I would have Mr. Jonah back on the show at some point again to help us with further analysis and explanations on the e-naira, and also we've gone through our weird facts, so basically we've come to the end of the show. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode. Thank you for joining us on our social media platforms, on our YouTube page, and dropping all those interesting comments. My name is BC Pelumi, simply BC. I would see you all in our next episode, which is the TGIF edition. The TGIF edition, which will be very interesting. And shout out to Favorite. Thank you for holding it down with us on the show.
Oh, thank you all for being a part of our show today, and we do hope that you would have a great week ahead, as the week is still on. The next time you see us, I promise you an amazing show as well. My name is Favor. I like to be called Favorite.
And I'm BC Pelumi, simply BC. Until next time, stay safe, wear a nose mask, get vaccinated, and keep a proper hygiene, by washing your hands. Bye for now.